You're live.
I'm live
Woo.
on Candy Camera.
Okay. Boom.
Okay, so we've been having a big old discussion about what our topic should be about today. We're supposed to be doing mini cakes, but ԵլԻ never wants to get anything done and ready, so we didn't get to do it.
Oops.
He's such a mean person.
Oh.
As he's, what is he doing? We're waiting on you to tell us what you're doing. I didn't really do too much of a movement.
I don't know, I just feel like it was a little, like, strangely close, you know?
Okay.
It was just a little different.
Okay. So we've been discussing like what our topic's gonna be about today, and he knows that I'm uncensored, so that people will have hate words to say if we talk about certain subjects because of my beliefs. So
So here's the thing. She's very much a blunt person. There's really not too much filtering or censoring going on. She either says it or doesn't say it at all type of person. And so the discussion we were going to have was a little bit out there, yeah, and it's controversial.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you're giving a lot of hot takes. Too much hot takes, you got a whole lava soup, and you know, you're not trying to share that with everybody. You know, everybody gonna get burned, and we're not feeling that. So, switching it up. Even though it was already kind of determined, you know, we talked about this. So
But he kept bringing it back up like we didn't have this conversation.
Well, because
like 3 times he brought it up.
It would just go through my head like it's such a good discussion to have with her because of her beliefs. I feel like there's some points that are there on both sides. We can have a discussion, and though I don't really feel like I fall in line with what we were talking about, I could still, you know, see.
Yeah, so we're not going to have that discussion. I know you guys have been really wondering, like, what's that discussion? Yeah. We're not. So I don't know what his new discussion is, but I'm ready.
You know about this one. Okay, so you're thinking about starting a new career on, as you call it, fans only. Fans only page. Woo! Which is OnlyFans. You know, if you know what OnlyFans is, it's a little bit explicit, I'd say. I say it's pretty explicit.
What is explicit?
Fans only.
Okay, fans only. Me.
Fans.
Huh?
Only fans. Isn't that what you said you were going to start?
Fans only page.
Fans, we're going to call fans only.
Yes. I was learning about the hub and fans only page, and I just felt like, you know, why not? I mean, so I went and checked out the fans only pages, and I saw this girl, it's called Cleavage and I don't know, Cleavage and Coffee, Cleavage and something. Anyway, she wasn't even showing no cleavage, so I don't know why the conversation. And I mean, she was just talking, like, you know, if you're into whatever topic she was talking about. I was like, I could do a fans only page. Duh. Then he was like, oh no, because you know people use it. Hey, they haven't seen the big black beautiful bald head doing the do.
I'm sure that there's some selection, some variety out there, you know.
Well, my goal is really just to torture my kids. My goal is
so you really would really go through with something like this?
No, I wouldn't, because I'm not one of those people. But if me saying it will torture my kids, then yes, I'm gonna say it all the time.
All right, so yeah. What circumstance would you be in, or what mindset would you have to be in for you to be like, I'll give this a try?
I think I don't even know. Some people have like this exhibitionist about them, and you have to have that. I don't have that exhibitionist thing about me.
So you're not an adventurer. You're not gonna go out and be like, hey, this is.
That's not an adventure.
I feel like
I do adventurers. That's not a venture.
I feel like
And I don't know what it's called. I might be saying it wrong, but it's where people like people to watch them.
Oh, so
and I'm
okay.
not one of those people that want to be watched.
Okay.
That's
So so taking this out of this whole conversation, you would never do like the nude photo type thing.
No, I mean I used to do.
What about somebody painting you? Like, you know how they see that?
Oh, I would love to be.
So
I want to be painted.
But straight up just image, and you know people are really.
Okay, I'm gonna just tell you right now. I wouldn't know what to do if somebody's staring at me and here I am naked like this.
Oh, what if it's
we're looking at each other? Like
what if it's just a picture?
Why do they need a picture?
I'm saying, like, what if it's just a new picture? Would you be comfortable with that circulating to different people?
No, I don't think honestly, no, I don't think I would. I mean, to torture my kids and say that's what I would do, yeah, that's fun. But to actually want my pictures all flying all over the internet, no.
That's just not for you.
No,
well, we're talking OnlyFans here. So OnlyFans, the whole idea behind it is you got a closed-in fan base type thing. I mean, of course, your stuff could get leaked. That's always a possibility.
Exactly.
But let's put in mind, okay, your stuff's not gonna get leaked. Would you be comfortable with spreading it with a small group of people?
I would show mom and go.
Okay, so it's off the table, is what you're saying. You're not doing all that.
And then I go, look at the ball net.
And in terms of content, what if it's not necessarily explicit? What if you're just talking into the mic doing some type of ASMR?
I can do ASMR,
But people in, you know, like more of a provocative ASMR. Would you see yourself doing something like that? You know, yeah, doing a whole bunch of, you know.
I can do that all day long.
And being extra, like, you know, doing, you know.
Oh, lick my lip. I can't even lick my lip.
Oh, yeah.
This is not good stuff to be looking at.
Use your mind. You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that. But, yeah, so.
Like that?
So,
that's all I can do.
I mean, I guess. So, say that is what somebody's really into, right?
Uh-huh.
Would you see yourself profiting?
Hello, Terry's journey. He got me on this fans only conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, no, I don't think I could do it. Period. And I could torture my kids and say I'm gonna do something like that, but I can't do it.
So it's just off the table.
It is off the table. Like, period. Like, I think that's a private area. It's a private. It don't seem like it, but your auntie is really a private person.
No, well, I mean, it does kind of seem like it. You don't really have too far out of circle. You keep people in arms.
Get away from me. Get away.
Please, you know, like, move. You know, you social distance.
I think, like, to me, people can do what they want to do. I think it's a better plan than prostitution.
Yeah,
I think it's a better plan than doing a lot of different stuff that people out there in the world do. But I mean, for me, I just say it ain't for me. I don't have a negative judgment or anything. If that's what you want to do to make your money, hey, by all means, go out there and do what you got to do to make your money. I just can't do it, and it's nothing against that.
Yes.
There shouldn't be nothing against it. It's my body. I can do what I want to do. If I don't want to show it, I don't have to. Because I'm not one of those people, like, even if I was skinny, I don't think I want to show my stomach all the time. That irritates me to see. Like, when we go to the high school games, that's all you see is girls' stomachs all day long. Like, why? You got so much more than just showing your belly. If a guy is only into you because you show your belly, he's not that into you. You don't want him anyway, because at this age, majority of young men are out there just practicing. It's not even for love, or I want to be in a long-term relationship with you. It's just I want to hit it and quit it. How many girls can I get? How many that? And so girls are putting their emotions in there and falling in love, and the guy doesn't even really want them. And I want to know, where are the parents at, not talking to the kids, especially to the female, like, don't let a guy do that to you. Because my mama sure made sure to tell me that.
You feel like that's something that's been lost?
Yeah, it is a loss.
I mean, I feel like just self-worth in general is lost. And it's not just on the women's side, it's on both spectrums.
I understand that too, but my thing is not to take away from the men or the boys or, you. guys get praised to do all the stupid stuff you do.
Yeah.
So even if you don't have any self-worth, then you get praised to be a hoe. Girls don't get praised to be hoes, and that's where I think a lot of that issue is. And I think we need to work on it. She said, I wouldn't do it if I had a banging body. Why not leave something to a man's imagination? Exactly. You know, they used to say, you know, you show a little leg, take it back. They don't do that no more. They just halfway naked already. Titties out, Gucci out, legs out. I mean, they need to see them naked.
But I mean, I feel like that still is in play later on in life. I mean, because, you know, at this stage, everyone's young, they're doing whatever. But as people begin to find themselves, find their self-worth, self-respect, all that type of thing, and they develop as, you know, working parts of society, they're going to look for, or at least on the men's side, they're going to look for a wife. Chances are they're going to look for
a wife. When they get older, but as they're younger, that's not what their goal is. That's not what they're looking for. Not. They're looking just to play around, hit it and quit it. And then they make these girls feel like, oh, I'm in love with you and I care about you and da-da-da. And then when they get it, they're like, you know, I don't know. I feel like I need some time to myself. I need space. Oh, another female. Oh, how you doing? What's your name, baby? You looking good. And then they just go, and it's okay. But if a girl does that, then she's a hoe. She's a tramp. She's a trick. She's a this. She's that. But it's okay for men, and I have a problem with that period. But anyway,
there's a double standard.
It's always been a double standard.
There's a double standard.
It always has.
I mean, I feel like there's both sides of the coin there, though. There's double standards for men and women. But I mean, I feel like it really is not really too much fair play when it comes to women because it's.
The only thing I could say that women probably get away with more than anything is that she hits a guy and the guy hit her back, and she can go, "Oh my God, I can't believe you hit me, you abused me," and that's wrong too. But really, when it comes down to sexuality, if a girl has sex with you, she's a hoe. If the girl don't have sex with you, you're going to sit there and lie and say you did, and she still come out to be a hoe. Yeah. So regardless, she's just a hoe. But a man done had sex with 20 million girls, and guess what? He's a hero. He's you know, I wish I could be like you. Even dads don't get mad about that. That's my son. That's my boy. That's my dad. Girl, you can't even leave out the house. You look at a boy, you better not even go outside the house.
Yeah. But it's because I feel like that's just because the role women play. Women can bring life into the world. Like, women are more valued than men. Like, you can reproduce. They're the loving, caring type of, that's what
But we need a man's sperm to do it.
Yes. No, I'm saying.
But my thing is, again, that's where we go with this gender role thing again. Because, again, the guy will get a girl pregnant all day long and don't take care of the responsibility and be like, I'm a man. No. Hey, I got kids. No, you don't. You got little sperm droplets. Because it's somebody who's taking time to raise a child that is doing it. What the hell is sperm droplets?
Yeah, I don't know where he was going with that, but I'm gonna let it be.
I'm just saying, they just got droplets.
Them droplets. Got a rain cloud. It's a storm.
See, things is flying in my mouth. But yeah, anyway, they just do that, and then it's the woman's responsibility to take care of the kid and everything.
Like
but nowadays it's so good. I be loving it because now women just be giving the kids to the men and be like, bye, peace. And now he got to take responsibility. But then you see how they treat the kids. Then they look like, then they look lock their daughter in the room. Yes! They'll lock a man will lock a girl in the room all day. The boy could date at 2. That's my boy. The girl gotta wait till she's 44 and you date? I need to meet this fella. You know what word I want to say. And then the whole family come in there and do it.
You gotta meet this fella.
You know what word they try to use.
I gotta meet this fella. Okay. This fella came up into my house. this fella. Hey there, fella. What's going on here?
Exactly.
I feel like that's just. I don't feel like it's justified, but I feel like as we evolve, I mean, humans in the start, women is, I feel like, are more valuable.
Okay, well.
There's always been that value on women. That's why even as men, even if it's a.
But why don't men just
praised,
raise
right?
their boys to be men and start raising their boys to be players and being proud of their boys to play?
Because it's an endless cycle. You have to stop the people that are not being the father in the first place.
But even fathers, I think, are darn good daddies.
Mm-hmm.
Even praise their boys when they date. Oh, you got your girl, she looking good. You did good, son. You did good. A girl can come in there with that fine boy. Nope. What you want with my daughter? Hey, brothers, cousins, everybody come out ready to beat the boy up. Got people following her. You know, no, you got a date with her. Your brother got to go on a date with you. They got all this stuff going on, but the boys don't. And again, it's the boys that play the role. Oh, baby, I love you. You mean the world to me. I don't think I can live my life without you. You are my everything. And then gets, you know what, I think I need a break. I'm just, I think I'm too young to be trying to get into a real relationship right now. I'm trying to, find a way to better myself. Trying to, I can't be good to you if I'm not good to myself. How much I love you. You mean so much to me. Don't take this break as I don't love you. I still do. But I gotta work on me. Yeah. Oh, okay, work on you, but I'm gonna be right here for you. You don't have to. I don't want you to hold on for me. I'm just saying, I gotta find myself. Oh, stop. Oh. And then that's over here, over there with Sally. What you doing with Sally? We ain't together. I told you I was
I feel like that's wrong.
But they do it. It's a common occurrence.
Yes, most definitely.
All the time, and I don't care. Like right now, I know you dated or whatever, but you're not like out there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I think like when you get into that mode and it's something that easily sucks you in to become that. So how would you stop yourself from becoming that? Because you have to really fight a mental mindset that already told you it was all right for you to be a player.
Yeah.
She said, stop. You funny. I'm just telling you what it is. These girls, and I'm listening to it all the time. Girls do it all the time. They have baby daddies, and then the daddy, well, see, the girl won't let me see my son or my daughter, and I don't know what to do. I want to be there for him. So she has a baby, right? And she can't find him. The other woman is dogging him, and he's sweating the heck out of her. And I just think it's like a really bad cycle that goes on over and over. Yeah.
But where does it end, though? That's the question.
I don't know, because like I said,
this is just.
I already told you, if you end up like that, I'm going to chuck the mess out of you. In love. Sometimes people feel like it might not be love.
Choke the mess out of you.
Yeah, I'm going to choke the mess out of you.
Is there anybody else you trying to choke the mess out of? It's just got to be me.
No, don't worry. I got boys I'm going to choke the mess out of.
I don't want to be choked the mess out of.
And then don't be a dog. See how easy that is? I think that was a simple way of not getting choked. Do not be a dog. Don't be a hoe. Let your word be your word. If you love a person, you love them. If you don't, you don't. If you're confused about love, just say it could be lust. I don't know, but I'm having fun. Because sometimes your strong feelings is your third man, your third leg. Mm-hmm. And I know if you don't have it there, you don't think, oh, that would ever happen to me. But your third leg is a very strong leg that tells you what to do and what not to do.
You could really already tell me.
Exactly.
It's really easy.
But that's what I'm saying. And then look,
like the way the world is run too, like it's just everything's thrown.
And it's all right for women, like right now, but like back in my days, we were called sluts and hoes for every little thing we do. Nowadays, women can sleep with other men or sell their bodies with their boyfriend, and they're not considered sluts and hoes like in my day they were. Like you couldn't do nothing. Mm-hmm. You had 2 boyfriends in 1 week, and you was a hoe. Like, we broke up and now we're over Johnny over here, and then you're a hoe because you just broke up with Joe. How you got with Johnny? Because Johnny asked me out.
I mean, I feel like it's wrong on both sides, but you were saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men get all the praise and all this. I feel like that, like you're saying, the whole thing with women being scrutinized, of course, is still there, but I feel like it has decreased a lot.
Yeah, I think it decreased because now it's openly okay to be.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like dating culture, the way people say dating is now.
They don't even date now.
They don't date. They just do
yeah.
what they need to do.
And they always, then everybody's always sticking with their third leg. Like,
But
I would love
both
to
going
meet,
with
I mean, I know there's some gentlemen out there, but I would love to meet a man on his wedding date and he's a virgin. I would love to meet that. He waited, he was a virgin, he dated his wife, and they had a strong relationship, and they, boom, did it.
I feel like you're not going to really see it.
I want to, and that's a goal I'm looking for. Who the hell? You better be a virgin until you get married.
I'm saying, that's realistically, I don't think that's something you're going to see. Like,
why can't I? Why can't you realistically say, you know, I'm going to be a man of my word and I'm just not going to have sex until I'm married?
No, I can see people doing this, right?
I'm talking about you right now.
But why are we getting personal?
I want to see it, and if I can only see it, that way that's what I love you guys. I try to support all. Although I really love this talk, very interesting yet, real talk. You both have a blessed night. Thank you, sweetie. Bye,
Take
Terry.
care.
We love you. But no, I really would like to see you be like there, because I know it's going to, and the reason I say that, and the reason I had to make it personal, is because literally, think about it. I don't talk to nobody.
True.
So who am I going to see it from? On the news? I really want to personally know somebody who can say, you know what, I waited till I was married. You know, that's I mean, I wasn't a virgin, but your dad's, you know, all the girls said they didn't have sex until they got married. I was the only one.
Mm. So,
I said, your dad's your uncle. Oh, Lord, you didn't even correct me. Lord have mercy.
I knew where you was going. I was like, okay.
But
everybody be doing that.
But yeah, you know, I don't think he ever thought he would ever meet somebody that would actually follow through on what they said. Yes. Yeah. So, like I said, but it's your mindset. If your mindset is already, oh no, I want to have sex, then that's what you're gonna do. But if your mindset says, I'm gonna wait until I'm married,
no, I'm saying
you can have that mindset. But if you apparently don't have that mindset.
I didn't know you were trying to make it a personal thing.
Well, when I said I wanted to meet somebody and know somebody, who am I gonna meet?
There's millions of people on this world, you know.
And how many people do I meet? Who gonna talk about? Oh, you know what? I just wanted to tell you, I just met you today, but I got married and I was a virgin.
I feel like
nobody does that.
People will flex that.
No, they don't. And guys definitely don't flex that.
People would flex that.
And guys definitely don't flex
because
that. Girls might flex that. Guys ain't flexing it.
I feel like that. Well, now there's kind of more value in people doing things like that now. There's both sides too. There's a small, I would say, a very small portion of people that are really trying to stay true to that value and live that.
Do you know anybody?
Do I know anybody? I know a couple of people. I don't know if they're trying to live true to that, but I know that they have significant others and they ain't get no action.
But I mean, I want to know that a guy says, like AC Green did, I want to wait until I get married. That's what I want to know.
Do I know any people that say that?
Yeah.
Well, because you have the problem where they say it and it don't really go.
It doesn't matter if it goes.
Oh, but people with that in mind? Yeah. I know a couple of people with that in mind.
Because if you have a strong mindset, it might actually come.
Yeah, but their mindset wasn't strong enough. You know, they gave into their human urges. That's the best way to say it.
Okay. But what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know people that like now that is their mindset. They're really going in. That's what they're all about.
That's what they're all about.
That's
You have some
I wouldn't
mindset.
say all about, but that is what they're about.
And what do you feel for you?
What do I feel for me?
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta manifest it. I don't know. I've seen so many people be on that track and be like, and then fall off. So I wouldn't be like, yes, that's just. I don't know. I've seen
To me,
temptation swirl like too many people for me to be like, that's.
well, some people it does because you get in a really strong relationship with your partner, and you probably didn't wait till marriage, but that was a person you married because you guys had this passion and you didn't want to get married so young, or because everybody's afraid to get married young because the world tells them no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm looking to see was A.C. Green a virgin when he got married. So he was celibate for 16 years. But it just says he was a virgin till he was 38. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I mean, to each their own. I don't know. I don't know how valid that is because there's too many sources.
But I remember that was a big thing that he was a virgin. He was not gonna he was not gonna not be a virgin until he got married, and it was a big thing because I think A.C. Green even what is it the Denny's by Loyson. I don't know if he still owns it or if he sold it. The Denny's by Loyson was his restaurant. He had 2 or 3 of them and they didn't serve wine. So for the longest I didn't know Denny's served wine because I was always going to the Loyson one. But then when I went to the Jansen Beach one, they served wine and they're like because A.C. Green didn't own that one.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
He didn't serve wine. He didn't want to serve wine.
No, because he was a Christian and he didn't believe in serving alcohol. And I think that was another reason why he probably stayed a virgin so long too, because of the simple fact that alcohol makes things enhance, and you start kissing, guess what? It enhances.
So.
But I've learned doing this conversation with here that you ain't trying to hold on to be a virgin till you get married.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I just feel like I've seen a lot of people on that path, and it's like.
But if you strong mind and strong will like you think you are, then you should be like, yeah. If you mess up, it ain't like it's a guaranteed stand McCline. Like, oh, if you didn't know, my goodness, you're dead.
No, I know that. I'm saying.
Huh?
I'm saying, like, I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I feel like I've seen a lot of people they're all for it. It's like I feel the energy, I'm matched with it, but then they're kind of not really feeling it. They fell off. they fell off the train.
He fell off the train, and that's what you go with?
That's what I'm going with. They fell off the train. So it's kind of like, dang. Well, I need more people on the train.
Yeah, he got married in 2002. I'm assuming, I guess he's still married. I got married in 99, so that means he's been married for 19 years. They're saying he don't have any kids. He's adopt some kids, so.
You have money.
That's what I'm saying. But they said he was a virgin until he got married. So that was good. That was a man that I'm really, I didn't mean that. That's a man that I'm really proud of because that's hard to be a basketball player.
Most definitely.
And being in the industry and you know how much was being thrown at him. So that is like dynamite. And I feel like if he could do it, all y'all could do it. Well, it's just that y'all don't have a mindset to do it. Y'all ain't. If you won't go in with a mindset to do it, you're not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean, if you have a strong mindset and say, you know what, I'm not having sex until I'm married, you most likely will be close to it, not darn near close to it.
I feel you.
Or you're gonna hit it on the nail because your mindset is set there. So you're not gonna put yourself in predicaments to be in place to have sex before marriage. Cause I always told like you and my boys, all my boys, that because you guys have always like you ran your own business, you guys worked all the time, you guys were going around the community and doing stuff, that girls are just automatically gonna throw themselves at you, and you need to really play baseball, hit it away from you. Do not get trapped in a situation, because one thing is, having sex is an addiction. Once you get it, it's hard not to become ill. It's hard not to want it over and over and over. It is, and I don't care if you're a guy or a girl, it's very addictive. And most girls who have sex and lose their virginity is not good when they first lose their virginity. It's not like, ooh, this is some good sex. It's not at all. So it's one of those things that you have to get in your mind and in your concept and your beliefs. Understand and say, if I'm not going to be that type of guy, why not hold on until I'm married? But
I get you. So.
I don't think that's in your mindset.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Since we've been talking, you done told me something.
What have I told myself?
That you're not.
I just said no, because I was really passionate about that, right? You know, I see other people that were like-minded. I was like, you know, I wouldn't say like a focus group, but I would say like people that were like, you know, like-minded in that way. And then they kind of fell off the train. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, I'm having my like.
But you can see if they fell off the train. Okay, once they fell off the train, what happened?
What happened?
Yeah, what happened after they fell off the train?
Oh, they just fell off the train. Nothing happened. What's your...
They just fell off the train and did they go back on the train? And said, I'm not going to have sex anymore after that? Or did they just start having sex all the time?
Oh, I get you. One of them was like that. One was like, you know, I'm not really going to put myself in that situation. Because, you know, it's like, it wasn't really what they thought it out to be. And then one was, you know, go off, handle their business.
Yeah. So where's that person right now? Did you talk to them?
Oh, yeah, sometimes.
And so, how many times have he fell off?
Oh, I don't think any.
So he only lost his virginity with the one girl.
And he's not really, yeah. Well, because he didn't really think he was really trying to be with that girl no more.
And that probably broke him in, because his mindset was they're going to be together, right?
Yeah.
Forever. And that's what I'm saying. So to me, that's like almost okay. Like, you tried, you say, oh, I messed up, and I'm going to go back to, I'm not going to do that. And that's what I'm saying. It's really your mindset. The other one could have been like, okay, I'm doing it. Oh, no,
But
this guy became an addiction. This stuff is woo. And that's what I'm saying. So it's your mindset. How strong was your mindset? How strong was you really in the belief? Or was you in the belief like, I don't know when I'm getting it, so I'm going to say I'm going to wait till married. And then when you got something that, ooh,
like,
it's easy. And now
yeah,
it's like,
I get you.
You know what I mean? And I think that's a lot of people, even girls do that. It's on both ends. Where they sit there and they're like, yeah, I'm not going to have sex till I'm married.
Yeah.
And then they can find somebody and they're doing it all the time.
Then they see the opportunity.
Yes.
You was just talking.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But your mindset to me, from this conversation, your mindset is not on that. Your mindset is being out.
No, I don't. That's not where I want to be. I don't feel like that's my lane.
Well, I hope that's not your lane, because I don't think that's a good lane for anybody to be in.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't feel like that's my lane personally, though. Because you only want to get personal and stuff. I don't feel like that's my lane.
Well, why did I get personal? Like, I'm getting personal, but there's a reason why I got personal.
No, I get why you get personal, because you said you want to experience that.
I just want to know, like, if your mind, because like to me, if your mindset is not set to be a virgin till you marry, you most likely are not going to be a virgin till you marry. There's like a low percentage.
Because it's your mindset.
Yeah, your mindset. Because your mindset controls what you do.
My mindset now, I would never touch no drug, nothing like that. And I'm hard stuck on it. And I get what you're saying. You will take yourself out of situations like that. I don't feel like I've been in too many sexual scenarios to be like, oh, you know.
But just like you said, your mindset is I'm never going to touch drugs. So you have a higher percentage of not ever touching drugs.
Yeah.
If you don't have a mindset not to have sex until marriage, you got you got a higher percentage to have sex before marriage.
I get.
So it doesn't.
Well, because I didn't really think about it like that till you said that. Now I'm like, okay, I see exactly.
Because it's truly your mindset.
It is.
Because I think we actually as human beings take out that it's our mindset and we have control over what we do. Definitely. And we want to always put it off on somebody else, but we truly have control of what we do. It's just that we have not chosen it. And as in the Bible, it says, as a man thinketh, as he is what he does, basically. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, if you think you ain't going to hold off until marriage, guess what? You're not going to hold off until marriage.
I get you.
So that's where my and that's how you have proven to me and everybody on here that you are not waiting until marriage.
I wouldn't say that, but I get what you mean. No, because I literally told you it was more of like, you know, like, I wouldn't say demotivating, but it was like, you know, felt a little some type of way because he was like really strong and so kind of like had a questioning moment, like, will I type of thing, you know? But I see what you mean. It is back to the mindset. So maybe my mindset wasn't really strong on it for it to be able to fall off like that.
Because I could say, honestly, let me put you in my position. Mm-hmm. When I was younger, I really didn't think about it. Like, it wasn't one of those things I thought about. But when I got older and I was going to church and stuff like that, I decided I'm going to wait until I get married. Mm-hmm. But at this time, I already had sex. So I started craving sex like really crazy. Mm-hmm. So then, like, stupid stuff happened. Like, I would drive down the freeway with the window down, and it felt like a man was caressing my face. That's how, like, addicting it is when you first get it. So then but every time I messed up in that journey, it was never worth messing up. So it was like, I was messed up, and I could have been not going through this hell, and I messed up because I'm sitting up here reminiscing of what I think it would have been like, and it never been like that. So the moment I came stronghold and said, I'm not doing it, I don't care, I don't like guys, I don't want to date no guys, I'm through. And that was after I said I don't like guys and I just was going to use them for sex, because I did go through that motion too. And then after that I was like, F them, I'm not dating no guys and da-da-da-da. And then like a couple of weeks or a month later, your uncle came around. And I was steadfast. There was nothing that you could do to change my mind. We wasn't having sex till marriage. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, let your uncle tell you he mad because we didn't have sex even after we got married a couple of days later. But still. But my mind was so strong-hold about it. And as I said, it's really your mind. You have control of your mind, but if you're not using it for that facet, because sometimes we'll verbally say, oh, I don't want to do this. Yeah, but then you be like in the back of your mind, but I want to try it. And I'm saying it's harder once you dip yourself in the devil's pond to then say, oh, I'm not.
Well, yeah, because it's like.
But while you're a virgin, you could go, ooh, yeah. Hey, fam. How are you? Brian around Hamilton.
How you doing, Brian? What's going on, man?
Yeah, we're talking about sex before marriage. I forgot how we even got to this conversation. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we're talking about sex before marriage and sex period and women versus guys about sex and
double standards.
Double standards.
That's what we were.
There you go. And then got on there. But yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So you really have the power to.
Speaking on that though, so on the men and women type of thing, like you said, men are praised, women are not. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you would still have that in mind, like with your sons and daughters?
What you mean?
Would you feel some type of way about it either way? Or is it more like a stronger feeling if it's your daughter?
About waiting till they get married? No, I had it strong all the way through. I had it in my mind. I had visioned it. I had conversations. And okay, my boys is
So
one of there.
So even now, that was like a.
That was always a thing. I never wanted my boys to be a player. I never wanted my boys to be hoes. I never wanted my boys to be out there like that. I really wanted them to always be a gentleman. Mm-hmm. And I wanted them to always treat women with respect. I wanted them to be different than what the rest of the world is. I wanted them to be a unique man where they were a man of their word and they respect women no matter what goes on, no matter how much a woman might dog or disrespect them. They will pull themselves out of that position and then find somebody that is worth being in that relationship. That is what I was praying on and hoping my sons would do. Hold on. I believe that, because right now, 1,000% of girls having sex before marriage, that's sad for real. It is. It like you take away the whole, the wonderfulness that a man and woman can have together on your night. Do you know how, I think, in my mind, do you know how special that would be for a man to be with his woman for the first time? And how special she would feel that she was his first time and they could explore and learn. Do you just think about how it would feel if you got married and your woman was a virgin? That no other man in the world has ever touched her. Mm-hmm. And the vice versa, how she would feel the same way. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think that would be an explosive sex party. And nobody would know. You will never have, because the thing about it, she will never, and you will never have in your mind how somebody else felt. So you won't be like, well, you know, Sally was good in bed and my wife is, You would never have that because that's the only person you have. Yeah. And the same word, oh, John was good. Oh, my husband. You would never have that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You would never, because you can't compare something that you ain't never had. And then you guys can be as freaky as you want, crazy as you want. You guys can spread your wings as much as you want. And then you guys are each other's first. Do you see how dynamic that is? But nobody looks at it like that. It's like, so how many guys have you had? And then you count how many girls and wondering, hoping she don't pass your number.
That is how people be now.
And they do. They be hoping like.
I feel like that's kind of fun when I feel like if it goes past the double digits though, it's like.
But how you gonna say everybody's having sex when they
want?
That's what I'm saying. And then everybody. Like, and my thing about it is this: you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend, and you guys together. Well, people think the longest amount of time to wait is 1 to 2 weeks. So then they have sex, and then they break up because he's not into it, or she might not be into it. But it's more of a percentage that he's not into it, but she might be, not into it. I mean, there's a number of girls be the ones breaking off and the guy be really into it. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's only guys. But then think about it, that you did it and she did it, and then you guys waited a week or two. The next girl and guy another week or two. So those numbers is gonna calculate. Unless she's just like, I've only dated 3 guys in my life, and and I know that's a lot. My son. Both my sons told me, I'm their first. And I just give them the look like, that girl lying to you. You are not that girl's first. No, really, Mom. Because you did. And they have a whole list of nothing to tell me. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a female. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're not the first. Because I'm going to tell you, if you was the first, it wouldn't be that dang easy. Like, none of y'all that smooth. Like, I know my boys, they ain't that smooth. I mean, I don't want to put them out on Front Street like that.
Wait, smooth enough for what?
To get a girl who's holding her virginity. Unless she was just ready to give it her. Unless she was just ready to go.
Oh, I get what you mean. I was just like, nobody really puts weight on that anymore. Like, I see so much people that's just like.
No, I'm just saying, but if I was a virgin, I'm a female. If I was a virgin and I'm sitting there and hold myself, and then a dude come up in there, come to me and talk to me, you're not going to get it as easy as you're going to get it from the rest of them, because I'm really trying to hold off and be a virgin. I really want to be with the person that I want to end up marrying.
Yeah. That's your final destination.
Yeah, so you know.
I get you exactly.
So, but if a girl said, "Oh, I'm a virgin," and 5 seconds later you done hit it, she ain't no virgin.
I feel it.
That's what
I get you. I get what you.
Because women lie. Men, they lie, and they lie to you all the time. Men.
But yeah.
And I tell y'all that because we can sit here and men bash men all day long, but women ain't. I told you before. Women are very manipulative, sneaky, cunning, and you men sometimes, majority of the time, miss the plays that they're playing on you.
Most definitely.
I'm just saying.
Most definitely.
So that's what I'm saying. But like I said to you, again, you know, I think it's one of those things that I think is a missed opportunity to miss of being with your wife and being able to have it. Because you guys are going to have this thing that people don't talk about when you get married or when you're in love is when you're really connected to somebody and you love them and you guys have this amazing connection with each other and then you guys have sex. It's like this explosiveness that comes out. It's like, oh my God, this was great. You know, this was awesome. This was amazing. And then after a while, you be like, then you'll realize that, oh, she ain't got the skills as the other girls. But your first time, because you waited so long, it's this amazing explosion of wonderfulness. You know what I mean? But then after that, you be like, oh, she ain't all that. I want to see what Sally is. It is. It's like one of those things like, yeah. But I think if you wait till you're married and you guys have sex, I think it's like this big old like boom spark.
I feel like it's a mindset.
It's a mindset on what?
Because you could really say in both lanes, right?
In both lanes?
Alright, in both ways, what you're saying, what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Like they waited all the way, right? I feel like there's still room for that. Not in those early stages, but probably later on.
I think if you get married to whoever you get married to and you love and all that, that yeah, you guys can still have that explosion. I'm not taking away from that. Mm-hmm. And if I'm making it seem like I'm taking away from that, I'm not. Because I wasn't a virgin and your uncle wasn't a virgin when we got married. It doesn't take away from that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying the whole point that it would be this amazing, extraordinary greatness into it because you actually waited to be with the woman that's your love with your rib. That was your rib and you waited until you were married. But everybody's so fast-paced, want to have sex to prove how much they love each other, and that does not prove how much you love each other. Because sex is not going to keep you together at all. I guarantee you, I can pay $1 million, sex is not going to keep you together. So, people, and men and women, I'll say women too, always make it seem like, oh, we don't have sex and we can't be together. Big shout out to the fam. Lovely, keep doing what you're doing, loving it. Hello there, how are you? Hello, 4 R's, hey, third thing, how are you? Again, we're having our debate. My nephew feels like you can have sex before marriage.
That's not what I said.
And Auntie says no.
That's not what I said. But
you proved to me that you were not trying to wait.
I didn't prove to you.
You proved it. It was in the video. You watched the video.
No, I get exactly what you're saying. I was just saying the mindset, right?
Yeah.
Because you was on the mindset thing, and I didn't really think of it in that way.
Okay.
But it don't even matter. It will be interpreted as it is.
Exactly.
It's fine.
So, okay, we'll talk about your mindset then. What is your mindset? What is your reality of what you truly want to do? And be blunt and open, because I'm blunt and open now.
Be blunt, open?
I mean,
like, realistically, I don't really see myself being with more than one person. Just, like,
more than one person?
Yes, like, I don't see myself being with more than, I don't see myself being fully engaged with one person. Like, giving myself to more than one person.
But if you give yourself because you didn't wait till you married, or you got married and got a divorce. Either way, I mean, everybody's gonna throw something at me.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna talk about divorce right now. But say you got married, and no, you didn't get married. You had sex before you got married, and then you guys broke up.
You're saying getting in a whole. Like,
so you have sex.
Like you're married or you're not married. Regardless, whatever the situation is, that one person that you was with, right? You did something. On your next one, what is the path you're going? You're saying.
Well, you say you only believe you're only gonna have sex with one person. So if you're only gonna have sex with one person, what you gonna do when that one person is not there? Because one, you didn't wait until you married. Because I really believe this, and y'all can hate me on this conversation, but I believe if you wait until you're married, and you guys waited, like truly waited until you're married, and you guys both have the same mindset, you guys dated, you guys have a strong relationship, I think it's not to say you will never get a divorce, but I think you won't get a divorce as easy as the other way around. And the only reason I say that is because you appreciate each other, and you actually fell in love with each other, and these flaws, and you had your arguments, you had all this different stuff. So sex was never anything that clouded your mind when you got into this relationship. And that's what I believe. Like, you have a clear mindset to say, oh, okay, we've been dating for a while, we haven't had sex, so we are not bound together by sex already. Because really, if you go biblically, the moment you have sex, you're married to that person. Well, nobody goes by that no more. Hello. Woo! Even back in the Bible days, they weren't doing that. You know what I mean? You guys know what's different. Yeah, but, and that's why they say, when a man enters a woman, there's so many different connections, so there's so many men inside of her that, she needs to let them go, because then she's carrying all those into the next relationship. But my thing is, the best way to almost ensure, unless you decide to move too quickly and didn't get to really know the person and have that issue with each other, you guys actually dated, had some arguments, had some relationship battle, and y'all still made it through and then got married, it's more likely that you guys will stay together than get a divorce. Yeah. Not saying you won't ever get a divorce, but it's more likely.
No, I do agree with that, because you're not, like you said, you're not bound by anything else but your emotional connection. I mean, you even look at like the Married at First Sight. Some of them people, they don't even do nothing for most of the time. Or sometimes all of the time they'll be like, oh no, I'm just not comfortable or whatever. Some of them, they giving a bad excuse, but some, I'm sure, are really wanting to form that emotional connection.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with my voice. But yeah, I feel like that is true though, because when you form an emotional connection, I don't feel like anything can really. Yeah. You really are.
And because it's really about the relationship. It's not about the sex. Because you look at the person's body, you're looking at them, you turned on, and you have sex, then you're clouded by that. I remember my mom used to always tell me, you can hate somebody, but the moment you have sex with him, you'll be like, he's really not that bad. He's not as bad as I thought.
Because you see so much people, and it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And that's what I say. And that's what I think. I just wish, and like I said, I always wanted all my kids to be those unique kids that be like, I'm not like the world. I'm not doing like the world. I am going to be myself. I'm not having sex till I'm married. I want to be with this one woman. And then you give me all my grandbabies because you're with this one woman and you guys having these emotional issues. Well, emotional great relationship. And you're going to have ups and downs. And I think, because I'm who I am, not because I'm your mother, but because I'm really in tune into relationships and stuff like that. If you guys need help, I can help you, or send you somebody I trust that can help you in those relationships. But, my boys decided they were like the world, and we're going to do the do. And do the do.
Your business.
And do the do.
You got to handle business.
Whatever. So I got one, and I just found out, I don't know, I got mixed emotions now. He done mixed my emotions up.
Oh, you have a mix. So how would you feel about, let's project it on somebody else. How would you feel about that scenario? Do you feel like you could ever put yourself in that scenario? You feel like...
Like if I was younger? I think if my mom was freely to talk to me, or if I had an auntie who freely talked to me the way I am now, and communicated on a lot of stuff, and not just try to scare me from pregnancy and diseases, but talk to me about emotional issues and all that. Because a lot of stuff that my mom did teach me, it made me like a man had to wait. Like you were not getting. I was never an easy prey for any guy. Even when I was having sex, I was never an easy prey because I always had my dad. Not my biological dad, but my other dad, always tell me all the time, like, they're playing you. And he would give me all the different lines he said. And he's like, you're just a practice tool and all this other stuff. You don't want nobody to use you. You don't want to just have nobody be your dump site. You are not, you don't hold trash. So don't be a trash site. There was a lot of different ways that he said it. And I was like, okay. So then my cousin kind of backed some of the stuff up, and she was my age. So then I was like, oh my God, hold up. Bless me. Sorry.
Yeah, bless you.
There's a lot of different stuff. So then it made me the woman I was to say no. But I think if my mom would have been like, shouldn't have sex till you're married because blah, 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 blah. And, check this out. Look at, because a lot of reasons would make it's so easy for me to listen to my dad and my mom and then my cousin and stuff like that. It's because when I was talking to my friends, they was having sex and the guy was cheating and dogging them back then. And then she would get another guy and then was cheating and dogging. And I was like, this, ooh. And then my cousin was like, don't you ever spend no money on no dude? And I was like, mom said that too. And then she was with her dude for a long time. And she started buying him stuff because they were together for a long, long time. I thought they were going to get married. And he started dogging her and using her for because she was buying him stuff. I'm like, how did that happen when you guys been together so long? And so that I learned from other people. But people don't do that. I can sit here and talk blue in the face to you, to my kids, and everything. And y'all still going to do what society tells you it's okay to do. So I'm always fighting society. Because I feel like if it was like a team of us having this conversation and you guys were hanging out with all these people that was saying in the same mindset as us, that it would be fewer guys losing their virginity and a lot fewer girls losing their virginity because you would want to have that relationship with when we get married. That's the beauty of us then giving ourselves to each other. Not only did we tell the world that we're together and we're joined together and we're going to be together, but it also means that we're joined together to be together. Because I wish I would have waited until I got married. The second marriage.
I have a question.
Good night, family. See you later. Have a great night. Yes.
Good night.
Am I supposed to cut the chicken up?
Yeah. Just dice it up.
Okay.
Thank you.
See y'all later.
But yeah, so I think that's where I believe, I think the world will run better if we had, because you got to understand back in the day when all the parents were whooping their kids in the neighborhoods, with parents were whooping your kids and doing that, the society was a lot better than what it is now. You could play outside until 2 o'clock in the morning and you were safe because the whole neighborhood and the community was watching you. So even if the parents was around, the community was watching you. We don't have that now.
No.
And so my thing is, and so we lost the sight of, no, don't have sex all willy-nilly. No, don't do this.
But I feel like it's not even just that, though. It's more put in your face more than ever. Now,
Yeah,
it's so accessible.
it is.
You see it, they use it as advertising, marketing. It's really hard to escape that. So, if you're growing up and everyone's acting like this is the rage, I could see why it's easy for people to fall in.
Yeah.
And, fall into that.
We're going to try to watch you tonight. Try to remember, we want to watch Bryant, Bam Hamilton tonight at 11. Eastern time. So that's 9 o'clock ours. 9 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to try to watch you. Watch you. I'm over here. Yes.
You.
I ain't going to watch you.
She ain't talking about you. She's talking about you. Yeah.
But yeah, so I think we lose sight of that. And that's why, like, it hurts my feelings to know that like my kids, that all the stuff I instilled in all of you guys.
Some of
that
it
it
just doesn't go. And I feel like that's what kind of happens though. But when it comes specifically to that, the whole idea of sex and all that, I feel like that is just because it is thrown.
It is, but
And it's
that's what I'm saying.
constantly. So even though you're there to instill and be like, ooh, this is the way to go, you're fighting, like you said, you're fighting so much more, and you're fighting it on a whole nother level.
Oh, and I can't
Any
even
of
win
the time.
this. But that's why I get so mad because, like I said, how many parents do you have that are open-minded to have these discussions with you and have these conversations with you, and to be really real about it, and to tell you like how important it is to wait. Like even if you make a mistake and say, "Oops, I accidentally did," and we broke up and blah 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 blah. Hi, how are you? And I'm gonna mess your name up. Hold on. 𝒮𝑜𝒸𝒾, 𝒮𝒾,
I would say Jennifer.
𝒮𝒾.
I'm not sure. I ain't gonna be the one to butcher your name like that, but you know.
Oh, so just let me do it.
I'm gonna let her handle that, but you know.
Oh, that was a nephew of mine. Y'all got mad at me and broke my coffee pot. Oh, yeah, I'm telling
you.
you.
Really on? Cause I didn't really get mad at you and break your
Yeah, I think you broke my coffee pot because it was.
I didn't mean to break your coffee pot.
He just.
No, cause I didn't even. All right, so
So
what
he was
happened
gonna
was,
make
right?
sure I didn't get no coffee, but I tricked him.
No, so I washed it, right? And then I put it in the thing, and like I said, all the water's coming out. I'm like, this is what's going on here.
Yeah.
But I did hear like, boom. I heard someone go like, boom, and I was thinking nothing of it. And then
And boom, I don't have a coffee pot.
yeah, I heard someone go boom, like it made a little. It didn't even like a shatter sound. Like boom.
She
I'm
said
like,
it's fine. I felt like, yeah, because you know we'll mess up a day in a minute. You probably have the same issue we had. Cause like I know me and him have definitely, and my daughter. Cause I'll tell people my name is Lenora, and they'll go, oh hi Eleanor. And you don't know what you didn't hear me say Eleanor. I said Lenore. And then they'll be like, oh, this is my nephew Eli. Oh, how you doing, Elijah? Where did you get the J at? I didn't say J. Like, I made a mistake. I'm like, I knew him longer than you. I'm like, don't get names alike.
And people
My daughter-
really do that though. They
Yeah.
like try to correct, like, no, his name is Elijah.
Yes.
Like they.
Like, look at that. And then I'll be like, my daughter be like, oh, my name is Aviana. Oh, Viana. What? Did you hear us say Oviana? Did we say
The
Aviana?
lady corrected.
Like,
The lady went back to the other name. She was saying them just fine for a second.
and then she's like, I can't do this no more. I'm gonna have to go back to Oviana. I'm like, I can't do it. Yeah, it's amazing how people jack up names all the time.
Yeah.
I jack it up if I ain't never heard the name, but once I learn the name, I try to keep it in my mind.
Yeah.
Like your mom's name is Shavante, and you know, if I would have read her name before I knew her name, it would have been Shavante.
Yeah.
So yeah, just saying, it's amazing how names get jacked up. So we're talking about my nephew now. Was it just a general conversation? Huh?
I don't know. We was just talking about me.
I'm always gonna be back on you. Who's sitting in here with me?
You're sitting here with yourself and your
Like,
husband.
and my husband.
Yeah.
And he over there playing the basketball game with his wife.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about
Yes,
like,
Lord.
I would like to see you, my daughter, and my niece. I think this is the only three I got left. Be virgins and stay married.
And that's the setup that you have him
And we know. Oh.
on. And he's saying.
And he said I ain't getting none of them. See, this is what I'm talking about. I want to win. I'm tired of Chris winning everything. And y'all always feed into it. Just man up. Man up. Man up. Say it. I'm not having sex until I'm married.
Hey, I'm not having sex until I'm.
No, you got to say mean it. With your deep voice when you want to be deep any other time. Say it loud like you like to be proud. See?
Oh boy.
Your uncle's not having your back at all again. Trying to act like he can't hear, but all of a sudden my husband be acting like he ain't signed, but all of a sudden he be signing. He all up here, no. He over there acting, oh, y'all don't know what I have to deal with these guys in this family.
you drinking that water hard?
Why you want me? You could be talking.
I was gonna
You
say
over here
something.
jealous I was drinking and you just stopped it with
because I'm in the gulp sound. I'm in like this a whole ASMR sound. No, that must be some good water. I ain't heard nobody do all that.
That water was bomb. Y'all don't know how good that water is. Get your water in. Uh-huh. No, get your water, baby. Uh-huh. That's what it was.
Hey, you actually kind of singing it.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have to run that back. No, like on the video. Yeah, you have to be like, dang. You just kind of hold notes.
The ones in the blue, I can get a note in, y'all. What's in the blue? That's probably why I sing so much, so when I get the ones in blue notes, I feel good. So Elijah, we are all here, and we all want to know, are you going to wait till you're married, until you get married? Chris is saying no.
The future.
Are you going to try your best to change your mindset, to wait until you're married, to have sex? Chris?
Keep saying that. Oh, my.
I can't stand my husband. Yeah. Woo, I can't stand him. Okay, we waiting.
Are you trying to see it? Am I going to change my mindset?
To change your mindset to not have sex until you're married.
Thinking about this, because really, I don't know what my mindset is right now. Because it's not really a subject I've been on. But since the conversation, like I said, I really am not a big fan of drugs. So it's not something I put myself in the way to be in. So with that in mind, I'll have to take that and not try to be in sexual situations. I feel like that's kind of inherently difficult.
Why is that difficult? Why is that difficult?
I don't know, I just feel like that's just like...
Because you want to. That's why it's difficult. Because it wouldn't be difficult if you just say,
I'm
I'm going to change my mindset. Because I agree with Auntie. I'm going to be the different one. I'm not going to be like my cousins and stuff.
Well,
I'm going to stand proud. I'm going to stand proud and not do it.
No, I'm not going to stand proud. But I will stand.
Why won't you stand proud? Why not be proud of what you're doing?
It's not like I'm not proud. I'm just saying I'm going to stand. But if there's levels to it, I'm not going to stand proud.
Why aren't you going to stand proud?
Because I don't... Alright, it's more of... I'm not going to promise type of thing. You know, I don't want to promise something for it to just be broken.
Ain't nobody asking you to promise.
Yeah,
We're
but
asking you to change your mindset to say, I'm not going to have sex until I'm not married. Until I'm married. I'm going to wait until I'm married to have sex. And nobody tells you to promise. It's to change your mindset. Just like you got a strong mindset, I'm never doing drugs.
I'm going to say never. And
now you want to do drugs.
No, I don't want to do drugs.
Jesus,
I'm
I can't
saying,
keep going with you.
Alright. Hear me out with the drugs, right? There will be certain drugs I would try.
Why?
If I ever fall in line with that. But there's drugs that I just wouldn't try.
But why would you try drugs, period?
I wouldn't put myself in this situation.
And how would you know you wouldn't try other drugs if you try one?
If I try one, because I'm not trying regular drugs. Like regular,
No, I don't. Please tell me what regular drugs.
What do you deem regular? I deem regular like marijuana, like overuse of over the counter. Yeah, I don't know. Other stuff like hard stuff like, coke, Molly, all that stuff.
So you want to try weed and...
No, I wouldn't try weed. I don't want to
so you want to try coke?
I don't want to try coke either.
Ecstasy?
I don't want to try
Molly?
ecstasy. I don't...
Well, what drugs are you talking about?
Oh, I would try something in the realm of... You said drinking? I wouldn't even put that on the thing. I feel like drinking is a whole different thing, but it could be a drug.
Okay.
But I don't know. I would try DMT for the experience.
What?
DMT.
What's that?
It's what our body naturally creates, like, you know, when you have dreams, like, that's part of that process. So when you take a higher dosage, it's more of like.
And where do you get DMT from?
Where do I get that from?
Yeah.
Just because what people said about it. Like, I'm not just looking.
Well, where you get it, like you get weed, or?
Where would you get it from? No, it's illegal.
But that's a drug you're gonna try.
Yeah.
Are we making any sense here?
It's not legal everywhere. It's legal in certain states.
Where's it legal at?
I don't know. I didn't look that far into it. I mean, if it's.
But why are you even looking into doing drugs?
I'm not really looking into doing drugs. I'm saying if it was on the table, that would be really one of the only realms I could see myself going in, and just be for that. But like I said, I'm really not really wanting to put myself in those situations or be around any of that stuff. It's not really up my alley or anything. So I'm really saying it right now, but in reality, if it comes to terms and it's like, are you really trying to do this? I probably would be like, no. Just out of like what's set in mind already. But if there's an exception,
now my nephew gonna be a drug head, and
no,
he
not
gonna
even
say,
because it's not even.
And then he don't know. He just went off of what somebody else said. He don't know what it affects him to do. Hell, he can't barely drink my rosy tea without acting crazy.
That's the problem. And that's
he
why
drank his tea yesterday, and
that's why
you don't know. He went into slow motion. He was like, da-da-da-da.
That's why I wouldn't see myself in doing any of that because it's not good for me. I feel like I would put myself in a bunch of predicaments I don't want to be in, and that is exactly I wasn't moving that slow.
You was moving that slow.
I was moving pretty slow.
Oh, he was moving extra slow.
I also felt like it was just like the world was in my hand at that moment. You know, like I was just. It was like time was not a thing. Yeah,
his tea was jacking him up.
Yeah.
Making me want to kill him. Just like, you know, I was like, would you hurry up? And he's like this.
No, because it was like.
And then looking at me like this.
I feel like my mind was on one level, but my body was not. It was like a desync. So I'm like thinking, and then I'm doing like a stutter talk because I'm not moving with it. It just wasn't. It wasn't a good time. And now you're going really slow.
That's how slow you were going.
That slow.
Oh, please.
It's a little exaggerated.
I mean, Rakai was moving stuff fast, and she couldn't pick nothing up.
Kind of fast.
You know, I'm just saying, they help pick up. You were the only one.
Stuff up? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So we now know that my nephew's not waiting until marriage to have sex. He's going to be out there being loose and goose like the rest of the kids.
Oh, I'm just
then he's going to be doing the drug, DMT.
And I'm going to be
just popping drugs because he don't have nothing else to do. Because he done heard somebody say something about DMT, so now he want to try it.
I would because, all right, think of it, right? Okay. We're limited to this life. If you go to...
You guys, I can't, y'all don't know. I can't do this.
I'm really messing around though. But I'm not going to mess around. And I'll say something reckless. But, yeah, that's really the only thing and I'm only saying that now because it's like, and I wouldn't even do it on a solo. I'd have to go in because that's the type of drug you need to have somebody there. Because you might be, it can go good and bad just like all drugs. But it's more of like, you know, an experience. Yeah. I'm not really like one to be like, oh, I'm just going to do some acid or anything like that. It's not like that.
Now I'm just going to do some DMT, that's all.
Yeah.
That's the only drug I'm going to do. DMT, I ain't doing no acid and no
it's kind of still
and no ecstasy. I'm just doing DMT.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you can get it naturally too. Like naturally, I mean, you're not gonna get a higher dosage like the one that they create, but.
And then they creating it.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. This generation has lost their ding mind,
I mean,
and it doesn't make any sense. And then they try to make you feel like this is something that is not bad because it's not.
I would say it just
does
bad.
this.
It's bad. It's bad. It's a drug. It's a drug.
But like I said,
but it's not a drug that is meant to get you addicted. people are. It's not like really like.
But you don't know what's gonna get you addicted and what's not.
No, you
we
can
get everybody
addicted
else.
to anything. I'm saying I understand that.
All I'm saying is
understand
this
some
generation
situations
feel
like
like they know everything, and that I can do whatever I want and I'm gonna be alright. Two,
Oh, I don't think
like
that.
I said, he gonna be out there hoeing around like the rest of them, and he gonna be on drugs because hey, I just gotta try it. Generational goals. Even when you think it's a good kid.
You speaking
No,
this.
you said it.
All I said to DNT, you said I'm gonna be on the street doing a bunch of drugs. And all I said is I'm not gonna make no.
Why I didn't say you was gonna be on the street doing a bunch of drugs? That's not what I said at all.
I'm gonna be on the street doing drugs.
I did not say you was gonna be on the street doing
I'm
drugs.
gonna be doing drugs. You're speaking this. I didn't say
You
that.
spoke it.
All I said was one drug. One time, one drug. And this is probably not even gonna be any time early. This is probably gonna be like
It shouldn't be a never thing.
56,
It should be
60.
just a never thing. Don't do drugs.
Yeah. But I mean, really, it is like, it really, like you said, is mindset. You
But your
have the
mind is
power.
already ready to do it.
My mind's not really ready.
It is. Because
It's
at
like,
first, when you first
yeah.
said it, I'm not going to ever do drugs. That's my mindset. Then when I said it, of course, when I said it, then it's like, no, okay, there's that one drug.
Because I want to leave it open. You know, I don't want to close that door just yet. But as time goes by, I could definitely see that door closing. It's not really like a door that's really that open right now. It's just because, I can't type of thing. Just because I can think about that type of thing, But I don't really see myself doing too much anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like to smoke. I don't like smoke. Like, I don't think I've really ever smoked like anything like that, but I just don't like smoke. And I don't got the best of lungs. I've had, I had to build my lungs back up from where they were before. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I had to kind of build that up, my lung capacity, get it up, get my stamina, my breathing. I had to get all that up, so I wouldn't want to be like, get it up just to be smoking it all. So I would never do some smoke like that. And when it comes to getting high, I feel like people I know, even now, like I have a friend, right? And it's like, he's not, I feel like he's kind of, I wouldn't say he's addicted, but he's situationally addicted. So if he's going through something, he'll probably get addicted to something in that time frame. But when he's outside of that and he's, things are going good in life, everything's in the direction, it's fine. So even with him, right, I'd be like, like, what's going on, man, type of thing, like, how you doing? And he'd be like, yeah, but I just did this, or I just smoked, right? Or I just did something, or, anything like that. Then next thing I know, I call next month and it's like, oh, you're still doing like, I thought this was supposed to be a one-time thing. I thought you was just doing this one time. So I know it's like really, anything can really be addictive, especially, like I said, situationally. So I wouldn't, like as I went on to put myself in that situation. Also, when it comes to sex and things like that, in mine, I know for me personally, I think we had the discussion. I don't really like that, I feel like, that's a lot of your energy. Like, sex is a lot of your energy. If you hold on to it, it's more value, just in general. Like, it's something you should hold on to, something you should take. Like, even if you are married and doing things like that, like, just, it's something that you should, everyone's going to enjoy whatever they're going to enjoy, but.
You say when you get married, you want to hold it?
No, you don't want to hold it. I'm saying you would want to, like, hold off, like, not go out of every single day. You would be like,
why not?
It depends on the marriage. Sometimes you don't find time for it. Sometimes it's like, I don't know.
Okay, so we're not going to go marriage conversation because that's a horrible marriage thing that you just said. Horrible.
Every single day.
If you want to, yeah, you should always find time to do it. If your partner wants to, you should always find time to do it. That's why it says it in the Bible. Your body is not yours. It's your husband and wife. I mean, if you guys want to do it. And don't let things block you of doing it. That's what you guys let the world tell you when you should be doing it. I'm too tired to do it. But it's a thing. Do it. I'm not saying he should just demand it, or she should just demand it, and you are wore down. But my thing is, don't let the world or your work or your outside life, outside of your marriage, take over your mindset. That's the thing is, a marriage is something so sacred to work hard for. That if I'm telling you to hold off until your marriage, if you guys want to do it every day, do it every day. If you want, don't. That's the time where your marriage bed is undefiled. That's the time where it's pleasant in the eyes of God. That's the time it's pleasant in the eyes of everybody. Do what you got to do. Enjoy it. But what makes it bad is that everybody's doing it before they have to get married. So then when they get married, it's like, oh.
It's not that much special. Yeah, I understand that. I'm saying just like on my end, for me personally, like retention is important. Like as a no, I don't. Not even in that. I feel like when you're married or anything like that, and you're vowed to that person, it's like it's cool. Like that's just you're gonna work your way into the daily routine. And I feel like sex itself is an energy. Like that sexual energy is just it will make you do whatever you need to do, handle whatever you need to handle. But
it gives you energy. It does. It helps with your body. It's good for your body. It's a lot of good things. That's why I'm not against it. I just want people to wait until they're married because I feel sorry for so many married couples when I hear, I ain't getting none.
Yeah.
She don't want none. He don't want none. Oh, and it's like when you were single, you was tearing it down with the whole world. Now you got married, and it's like, oh, my adrenaline is not there. Oh, this.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like in general, for me, I value that. Like I value that, like. Being what it is, like it's not something that I'm just.
I got you.
No, I'm. All right, so even saying if that is the standard, I'm just saying I'm not gonna be, unless I see myself really in something where it's like a marriage, like I'm really married, like I'm really vowed to this person. I couldn't see myself just letting off for just free like that. I just put value on that, like the whole thing.
So you respect yourself enough to say,
to be like that.
I'm not just giving myself to the world.
Yeah, it's like that's just not something that's gonna just happen. Like that's not really where I'm at. It's like same level as the drug thing. Like no, because I mean, realistically speaking, I've been put in plenty of situations where I could, and I just haven't because that's not my fault. So.
But I'm just letting you know, realistically. The moment you have it, it might not be as easy.
Yeah, most definitely. But I feel like that is still gonna be something I hold on to.
I hope so.
Is that?
I just hope you wait till you're married.
I agree.
That's all.
I agree.
That's all I could do. I mean, if you can, there's nothing that I mean, it's not like you're going to hell or the world end. But I just would like to. For me, I would like you to be.
And it's like goals in life too. It's like. And like you said, it's like going against the world. Everybody's doing one thing. Even now, like the way I try to present myself, carry myself, do things daily, just be something that not everybody sees. I understand. So it's in that same level of like go against the grain, but in a positive way. You're not just doing it in spite of things. You do it because you deem it right or you feel like that's how it should be. More people should follow that example.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we agreed to that finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, I agree. No, I do really agree. It really just came to the point where I had to kind of, my mindset. Not really, really do the best on it. So, I mean, it's a good one. Just not in all aspects and all areas. So, yeah.
But I just want to tell you guys, if you see people's names on here, please go join their channel. Check their channel out. And I know tonight, Brian Bam Hamilton at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you need to check his premiere out at 9.
Yeah, please go and check him out. And we can all chat over there as well.
Yeah, it's a premiere.
Yeah.
And so giveaway talk. You want to talk about that?
Well, I'm not on a game.
The video is going to come out.
When?
And I'm going to set it as a premiere.
But when?
Because
I don't want to come out at 5 when I'm at 500.
We can put that Monday. Hopefully we can already have it uploaded at that time, so it'll just be a double. But we're gonna put the premiere up. It's gonna be for we'll say That was Sunday.
Are you sure? Because what about my 500 on Monday?
Oh wait, no, you want to announce it before 500.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't
not
think
that
about
far
that.
away from 500.
What day is it today? It's Friday. Or,
Today's Thursday.
oh, Thursday. So I can make sure I can get the video done tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
Or within today and tomorrow. So
Yeah, so
let's
check
say-
it out
let's
because
say
I'm trying to
Sunday-
figure out a
Sunday,
game.
We're gonna say by Sunday we're gonna have the video. So check out the premiere on Sunday if you wanna be entered in the or find out the information for the giveaway. Find out what you gotta do.
Ooh, yeah.
Find out what might be given away, what's the possibilities, all that. Everything will be settled once it's over 500. But for the moment, we're gonna go with that.
Okay, guys, I had to go to his channel so I can remember his channel.
Yeah, he got his premiere. You see it?
Is that his premiere?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Black and white cover Michael Jackson key bass. Okay. We waiting on it's okay now. I'm out to wrap it up. I'm just doing karaoke night show. Okay. Okay, we come check you out. Okay. Alright.
You kind of going crazy.
Alright, that's bomb. I'm ready. Okay, so I had to check you out and make sure I have it. And I just gotta remember it's in 2 hours.
You set the notification, right?
Huh?
Just go to the premiere. And you set the reminder.
Okay, so it'll tell me.
Oh, the premiere is in 38 minutes.
What's at 9? I'm not
It's
ready.
at 8 p.m. And then it has like a 1 minute. So yeah, it's actually in 30 minutes. You gonna be able to watch it?
I thought you said it was at 11. I'm sorry. Maybe you're 2 hours ahead of it. Why did I get 3 hours?
Because you said Eastern. Yeah, but it's usually 3 hours.
Yeah, East. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best to have it ready, you know. And you gotta understand, I don't know if my nephew will be here.
Yeah, I probably.
So, you know, when he gets home, there's no watching nothing. That's what Okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll talk to you later as I gotta make some twice baked potatoes. So, talk to you later. Have a blessed evening. Thank you for coming to watch this with us. Hopefully, we can do the mini cake one day.
Hopefully, yes.
We're waiting on.
We're gonna keep waiting on that person. Okay, we're gonna have to close this up.
What'd I do?
I don't really appreciate this.
What did I do?
Oh, hi.
Hi. Arms House, Yasu. How are you? We're getting ready to go. We appreciate you.
Thanks for
Remember,
stopping
check
by.
out. Remember, put you. Make sure I am following you
Subscribe.
because I want to make sure. I'm gonna go ahead and do this before I go off.
You can just go to your thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Arms House.
Oh, you are not hot.
What?
You are looking extra hard on
Because I can't
It
see.
is some small text though.
Okay. Oh, no, I did not subscribe. Hey. Okay, I found you. I am going to go up here and make sure I, well, I can fix a relationship back together with it. Okay.
I don't know what to do. Every day my wife seems to lose her temper for no reason. It scares me.
Hey, y'all go and check her out.
When it seems that your wife is getting it.
Check them. Yeah, thanks
Yes,
for
go
stopping by.
check in with us next time.
Oh, you were watching the video.
I'm watching your video now, so let me go while I continue to watch your video. I subscribe. Because I'm a good girl. And hopefully we'll see you next time. I love you guys. Appreciate you all. And we're going to check you out. Don't forget to check out Brian's page.
Yeah,
Okay.
and be sure to
Love and live.